Alright, so that was the view. This is the view from day number, what is it now, 3? Sure all you see is sun at this point. But yeah, this is day 3. So woke up probably about an hour ago, at least. Not sure what time it is. And just had a little bit of food. And me and Tony decided we're going to head on over to the next lake. So I'll give you a tour of camp here in a minute on the morning of day 3. What's up, buddy? Why are you coming up here? Want some food? Food's that way. See if you can fly and get it out of our bag.
You want to go, Mr. Duck?
Our food is hung up there, so I don't think the duck's getting it. It's crazy. We were literally just getting ready to leave camp and he just walked right up here. Well, enjoy the camp while we're gone. This duck has clearly seen people before.
Oh, me.
I know, he likes you. Alright, see you later, duck. So me and Tony are going to go explore another lake. We're staying here at the same campground tonight. This is what day is today, Tony? Day 3? Wednesday, day 3. So we're staying at the same campsite tonight, but we're going to go portage over to another lake. There goes the duck. So yeah, we're going to go portage over to another lake today to check that one out, and then we're going to come back here and stay the night again. It's nice because we don't have to bring all of our gear. We can leave most of it here at the campsite. It's late again though, it's 11:40. We're late starters, me and Tony. That's not real surprising though. Alright, so we arrived at our first and only, I should say, portage. I guess we had to come back. Day 4. There's Tony getting a hook out of his shirt because he left his fishing pole too close to his shirt. Gotta get on camera at least. I was just thinking about how the bugs aren't so bad, but then they started getting bad. So yeah, we're just gonna walk down to whatever this lake is called again. Polly Lake. It's hard to see the sign over there, but Linda to Polly. We have both paddles. Yeah. And then we're gonna go to check out Polly and then come back to Linda, where we're gonna stay the night. And then we gotta start our trip home. Alright, there's Tony after his first break on our way to Polly Lake. Doing good so far. I'm sure this video is pretty shaky. I'm trying to catch up to him a bit, so I'm going to turn it off and get there. Yep, I told you 900 ain't no joke. That's what happened to me on the way there too.
We've arrived.
How eloquent. But we have arrived. What's this lake called? Polly Lake?
Polly.
We've arrived at Polly Lake. We're gonna go just paddle around and then we're gonna come back and do the same walk back to our first lake. But yeah, this one's Polly. We'll show you more when we get out there. Alright, so here we are checking out Polly's Lake. This is a extra lake that we decided just to come check out today. We're actually going to go back to the first one we started at. But there's not a soul on this one either. We have a lake that's probably about twice, maybe 3 times the size of this one. There was no one on that one either. Haven't seen anyone really. We've seen 2 groups of people the whole time we were here. And one time in the distance we saw someone coming out on portage as we were leaving a lake. And one of them was a group of park rangers, by the way. That I don't know, there was 3 of them. They weren't like rangers. They were rangers, but they looked like they were cleaning the trail. But yeah, this is the wonderful Polly's Lake. It's actually not that great. Definitely has the worst water quality of all of them. As you can see, it's kind of yellowish. But hey, beggars can't be choosers, right, Tony? It's Much better in the wind too, no bugs. Getting here was a bug-filled mess. But now that we're here, it's nice. Look at this. It's got another fish. Oh man, I think we might have some dinner tonight, Tony. Alright, so now we're getting ready to leave what is this, Polly Lake? Polly Lake. Caught a few fish, almost kept one of them, but threw it back. So we want to carry it back to our home lake, if we can call it that. There's Tony. He's a little sad because he didn't catch any fish. He's heartbroken, so we won't talk to Tony. We'll just let him sit there in peace and stare off into the distance to get better. Tony's plan of letting the wind blow us back is working. So I'm going to try to catch a few more fish on the way back. And maybe one we can actually eat for dinner. Alright, so we just left that disgusting campsite right there. Definitely the worst one of the trip here on this lake here. What's this lake called again? Polly Lake? The wind has died down, so our plan of getting blown all the way back to where we started is not going to work. We're going to have to paddle now, but that's okay. But yeah, we're going to get back on the portage, I think they pronounce it. I'm not sure. And then we're going to go back to our home lake and chill there for the rest of the night. It's going to be fun. Teddy's in a better mood now. Was he in a bad mood earlier? I don't think so. And here we are back at the portage, Polly Lake to Linda Lake, 930 meters. Forget how far that is in miles. It's not 1 mile though, it's less than a mile. And we're going to miss our exit, so we'll have to spin around. But there it is. There's a lake. Alright, here we are, back on our home lake of Linda Lake. I'm not sure when Tony finished filming, but we are finished that portage in 20 minutes. So it was 900 meters, a little over 900 meters, and it was 20 minutes for me to carry it. Took Tony about the same time, and he did it the other way. What a shocker. So now we're just going to go back home, relax, eat some food, and just kind of chill for the rest of the day. It's nice that everything's already set up, so it's awesome. Hanging on our island. As you can see, we have to import firewood because our island doesn't have a whole lot of dead trees on it. So we found a nice stash of dead trees right by the end of that last portage. So we scooped them up and are now carrying them back to our little island. Gotta import your own wood. This is Tony checking in on day 3. It's Wednesday evening. Sun's pretty warm, a lot warmer than I expected it to be for Canada, but I like it. It's my little get up. This is our view. George cooking dinner. I should not be doing this. What are we eating tonight?
Spaghetti.
Some spaghetti. It's been sitting in a bag for 5 days now. Sounds delicious. The view from George's perch right here on the water. Pretty quiet. Still haven't seen a person. Saw one group of people on the water days ago. Just the way I like it. All is calm now, but supposedly some storms tomorrow. Looking forward to those. We might not. That perch right there. I'm sure you'll hear all about it. Alright, end of day 3. Back at camp. We just finished eating some dinner. Had some spaghetti. I thought it was alright, but Tony liked it, so that's good. There's the firewood that we're gonna have for our fire here in a bit. It's supposed to rain maybe later on this evening and tomorrow. So we'll see about all that. Here's our camp. There's our bear bag line anyway. And there's Tony's tent. So I'm probably gonna have to move my hammock because it's gonna rain tonight and I'm having trouble getting the rain fly down in the position that it's in right next to the shoreline there. So probably gonna move it into the trees before I go to bed. This is gonna be a real quick one here too because I need to save battery power. But here we are, day number 3, Wednesday. I think is it Wednesday, Tony? What day is today? Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Today's Wednesday, yeah. Wednesday at camp. 2 more nights. But this is Linda Lake, by far the best campsite we've seen. The campsite we saw over on Pauley Lake today was actually pretty crappy. I'm actually pretty glad we didn't go there. Because we've had this entire lake to ourselves. We've seen literally no one today at all. We've had this entire huge lake to ourselves. And we saw no one. But over at Pauley, so that campsite was pretty gross. It was like small and actually had a lot of garbage on it, believe it or not. So we're happy we weren't there, but here we are, day 3. Good night. We'll probably catch up with you sometime later. The sun's gonna set right over here. We're looking forward to that. The same thing as last night. Probably catch some of that too. Alright, so we caught a good sized fish down there. Tony actually was the one that caught it. So we're going to cook her up and eat her because we're right around the time that we're about to have a fire. Figure this is as better time as any. So, alright, day number, what day, Tony? 3? Really? It's day 3? Night 3, I guess. Yeah, it's our 3rd night. So does that make it our 4th day? We had, let's see here. Today's Wednesday, we started Monday, yeah, day 3. Day 3, night 3. Got a fire going. You can see every time I look out at the sky, it gets a little bit nicer, I swear. More and more pink. Huh, Tony? See over there, you got some nice pinks. Down over there, it's more of a bluish color. Not sure how well the GoPro brings it up. Also a nice echo on this lake. Ready, Tony? Do something to echo. Boo! It's inappropriate. There might be children on this lake. Actually, we haven't seen anyone all day today. This is the first day since we've gotten here. Or we've seen no one at all. Which is pretty nice. So, yeah. Gonna hang out by the fire. We did not end up eating that fish that we caught earlier, by the way. We were going to, but then we didn't. So we threw it back in the lake. It might rain too, so we got everything set up for camp for rain, like packed everything away. Pretty much everything. I just realized I left 2 things out. But we're pretty much good to go, which I feel good about. So tomorrow morning we're going to wake up. We're going to try to do it somewhat early. I'd like to be paddling away by 11 a.m. You hear that, Tony? Paddle. Well, we'll see what the weather does, though. We just got to make it to the other side of the lake down there. And then do that portage. And then it's 1,300 meters to our next lake. And then we're staying at that lake. So, like I said, we already scouted out and saw a couple campsites. Anyways, probably the last time we'll check in until tomorrow. So, day 3 has been a success. Right, Tony?
All day.
What do you think about Polly's Lake?
Pretty good.
Tony, you like Polly's Lake?
Yeah. I like every lake.
What did you think about Polly? I mean, what's been your favorite lake?
Yes. Without a doubt.
Well, yeah, besides this one though.
Oh, the first night was pretty good too.
Yeah, I like Raven Lake too. But we'll see. I think owl will be nice tomorrow too. We'll see though. Time will tell. Craziest thing about the bugs here is definitely that you can hear them echoing across the lake. There's so many mosquitoes, so they're so loud that you can hear them echoing across the lake if you're listening careful enough. Of course, there's a GoPro isn't the greatest camera or microphone in the world, so you're probably not going to be able to hear it, but let's see. Like right as the sun goes down, like right at twilight, until probably like 90 minutes, maybe 2 hours after the sun goes down after dark. So probably till about 11. So the mosquitoes that own this lake. They own pretty much everything around here. They're just swarming everywhere. They're super loud. But I gotta say, the clothing we have has been pretty good, huh, Tony?
Yeah.
The permethrin.
I'm literally sitting here just surrounded by mosquitoes.
That's what I mean, and they aren't like, they don't land on your shirts, and they don't land on my shirts or my pants. The only thing on me that's exposed at all is my hands. Right now I have a hat and a bug net on. The only thing that's exposed are my hands, and I just cover those in bug spray. And my cuffs. And they pretty much fuck right off. It makes it bearable. Also, if you move around, like if you sit still, they kind of swarm you. But if you get up and walk around a little bit, it takes them a minute to find you again. So you get like a little minute of reprieve. You can even like lift your bug net up for a minute and take a deep breath. But as soon as you stop moving, man, they just swarm you. It's crazy. Anyway, it's probably about it for night number 3. Gonna just survive the mosquito barrage. And after that, we're probably gonna enjoy ourselves. Last night I about fell asleep on this rock after the mosquitoes went down. I was laying right here on this rock and almost fell asleep. But we'll see come tomorrow morning whether I slept in the rock or not. Probably not.